Hi, I'm Maureen Walsh, your state representative from the 16th Legislative District. My bill to allow correction uniforms to be made by the private sector was passed out of committee last week. I'd like to thank John Christie from our own Walla Walla Penitentiary for making the trip to Olympia to share his support for the bill. The testimony was so convincing that the committee immediately and unanimously moved the bill. We've seen very little movement to address the $1.5 billion shortfall. The governor has proposed to increase the sales tax. It is disconcerting that she is using children and vulnerable populations as pawns to buy back services with the proposed tax package. The education of our children is the state's paramount duty. Today, the House held a hearing on the bill to fund education first. House Bill 2533 would require the legislature to adopt an education budget before considering funding for any other programs. In light of the Washington State Supreme Court's recent ruling that the state is not adequately funding education, the legislature must respond. While the governor has proposed increasing taxes and fees to close the shortfall, some House Republicans are looking at crafting a gambling fairness package. This would involve allowing currently licensed card rooms to have electronic gaming machines, similar to slot machines in their card rooms. The tax proceeds from this could generate hundreds of millions of dollars for our state. However, there are concerns about the social costs and, frankly, little support from the majority party, who seem to prefer asking the voters to approve that sales tax. Honestly, at this point in the session, I'm unsure what we'll end up seeing as final proposals here on the House floor. My budget priorities continue to be education, including levy equalization, services for the developmentally disabled and their families, and continued funding for our state's critical access area hospitals. I think any cuts to these areas of the budget are unconscionable, as they would have a terrible consequence in our communities and ultimately our budget, as we will incur greater expenses in addressing the impact of those cuts. In closing, I'd just like to say I always appreciate hearing from you and welcome your ideas, comments, and feedback. If I can ever be of assistance to you in any way, please let me know by calling, writing, or sending me an email. Thanks for taking the time to listen today. It's an honor to be your state representative. I'm Maureen Walsh, and I'll talk to you again soon.